if I try. Hey guys, Gregory here. Today I have another fun song. We're going to be learning how to play I'm a Believer by the Monkees. This song has a very simple structure. It's basically just verse and chorus. We're going to be using all open chords, and we're going to be using also a very popular strumming pattern. So this song was a song request. If any of you have any song requests, be sure to leave them down in the comment section, and I'll be sure to do a lesson on it when I can. And of course, if you enjoy these lessons, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it will help me to grow the channel. So let's get to the lesson. Let's now go through the chords. I am going to give you some options for G and C, and that is really because in the chorus, there are going to be some fast chord changes between G and C. And if you were to play it in a particular way, it might be easier for you to just jump between those two chords. But let's just start with the first chord that we find, and that's a G. So you can play it like this. The first finger goes on the 2nd fret 5th string. Middle finger goes on the 3rd fret 6th string. And the 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret 1st string. And we can strum all 6 for G. The next chord that we find is a D major. So the first finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string. Middle finger on the 2nd fret 1st string. 3rd finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and we can strum 4 strings, the 4th to the 1st for D. Then we also have a C. So 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret 4th string, 1st finger on the 1st fret 2nd string, and we can strum 5 strings for this C. Alright, when we get to the chorus now, we once again come across G and C, but those two chord changes happen really fast. And to make those chord changes a little easier, because they're so fast, maybe, at least for the chorus, you might try to play a G like this. So here's another option for G. Your first finger goes on the 2nd fret 5th string, middle finger on the 3rd fret 6th string, 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and the pinky finger also on the 3rd fret 1st string. So that is also a G, G major. And instead of your regular C that we just did, from this G that I just gave you, all we need to do is move the middle and first finger down 1 string each, and we have what we call a C add 9. We can just call it C, but to be specific for this part of the lesson, I'll call it a C add 9. So the middle finger is on the 3rd fret 5th string, first finger is on the 2nd fret 4th string. Sorry, what did I say? Middle finger on the 3rd fret 5th string, first finger is on the 2nd fret 4th string, 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and the pinky finger is on the 3rd fret 1st string, and we can strum 5 strings for this C add 9 chord. Alright, so we can use these two versions of these two chords in the chorus. You'll see me do it in the demo playthrough. It'll make those changes a lot easier. Alright, the next chord that we're going to find in this song is an F, and I like to use an F major 7. So the 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret 4th string. Middle finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string. And the first finger goes on the 1st fret 2nd string. And we can strum 4 strings for F, the 4th to the 1st. If you accidentally hit the 5th string, it should sound okay. If you hit the 6th string, that's when it starts to sound a bit tense. So really try to avoid especially hitting the 6th string, but it should really be 4 strings, the 4th to the 1st. There's another chord that we can use from time to time in the song, and I use it especially in the intro, at least when I did my little playthrough at the start, and that is a D7. So that looks like this. The middle finger goes on the 2nd fret 3rd string, first finger on the 1st fret 2nd string, and the 3rd finger on the 2nd fret 1st string, and we strum 4 strings for D7. And those are the chords that you need to play the song. Let's go over the strumming pattern. It's a very popular strum. It's just played a little bit upbeat. I'll play it on a G. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is down, down, up, down, up. Now it's going to change a little bit in the chorus, but let's just practice this first, as this will carry you through most of the song. I'll play it on a G. You can practice with me after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up. 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 So in context of the song, in the verses, it's pretty straightforward. We just have G, D, true and fairy tales, right? G again, and for someone D, and not for me. We're going to C, love is out to get me. G, C again, that's the way it seems. G, C, disappointment on, and now we go to D. Now what I like to do on this D is I like to do sort of a excitement building sort of strum. So instead of doing down, down, up, down, up, I do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then I immediately mute the strings after. So that creates this sort of rising tension that pushes us into the chorus. So that strum on the last D of the verse is quite simply alternating down and up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 mute. And then that will take us into the chorus. So let's talk about the chorus now. The strum is going to change a little bit for the chorus when we jump so quickly between the G and the C. And like I said in the chord part of this lesson, I like to switch to this G with the third and the pinky finger on the 3rd fret, and as well as to the C add 9 instead of the regular C. And that's really because the chord changes happen so quickly. So we have this sound. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace, doubt in my mind. Alright, so what am I doing there? Between the G and the C, I'm just playing down, 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 up, down, up. So let me try to explain that while changing, and I'll tell you exactly what chord I'm landing on. But I'll also put a diagram on the screen to help demystify all of this. So it starts on the G, and we play it down, down, then on the C, down, down, and then back to G, down, down again. But then on the C, we're coming in on the up, down, up. So we have this. Look at my left hand carefully. Down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, up on C, up, down, up. And you can think of that as one long strum, and then it goes again. So let me just start over. Then I saw her face, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Right, and when it goes to I'm in love, you can just do a nice slow down and C, back to G, leave her, I couldn't, and then F, a nice slow strum, leave her if I, and I like to do a D7 here. You can use a regular D if you want, but a D7 here sounds nice. And we go back to the regular, down, down, up, down, up, and if you want, you can add the tension building strum again, which is the alternating downs and ups, and then back to your verse, right? Well, that should have been a D for the verse, but anyway. So it's sort of a repeating idea that we do throughout the song when we change between the strumming patterns. To make sense of all this, really just pay attention to the playthrough that I did, or just watch this section all over again until you get the sound of it in your head. Sometimes memorizing all of these ideas is really getting the sound of what I do in your head, and then it makes it easy to then practice and repeat. So, like I said, if you need to, go back, rewind, and watch these parts over as many times as you need to until you get the hang of it. If you think you need help with your strumming, I have 2 things for you down in the description. The first is a very short lesson that goes over the techniques that are involved in strumming that can help you to improve the way that you sound pretty immediately. The second thing is a full course that gives you everything that you need to know when it comes to strumming. So go down in the description and check out whatever takes your interest. So here's one little alternative if the verse is giving you trouble. Try leaving out one of the C's, and that should make life a lot easier. So instead of playing G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C, try just playing G, C, G, G, C, G. It'll work pretty much the same way, and it'll be a little easier on your left hand. So it will sound like this. Then I saw her face, much the same to my ears. So just a little tip just to make that chorus rather a little bit easier. So that is it for the lesson. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, share and subscribe, as it will help me to grow the channel. And of course, if you have any song requests, leave them down in the description and I'll be sure to do a lesson on it as soon as I can. But until next time, goodbye.